Hey all, it's Melissa here. Merry Christmas. I did decide to do another video. So basically, my video is called How to Be a Millionaire in 2023. And we have a lot of YouTubers out there who are talking about this in the sense of money. And I'm not going to talk about it in the sense of money, but in your lifestyle. Um, I had a huge compliment yesterday. I've been married 31 years, and this lady I met's like, you do not look like you are even that old. And I do feel like I probably look about that old, but she's like, you just don't look it. So I do get a lot of compliments on how young I look. Um, but what I want to talk about is lifestyle richness. How do you, take good care of yourself? How do you invest in your life? So that is going to be more important than money, because money comes and goes. Time is your biggest asset. And if you have the right investment in your time, usually money is going to come. It's just going to come pretty natural. So for me, the biggest investment is the spiritual investment. You need to have the right beliefs. And I hate to say this, but you can have all the money in the world, and if you are not founded on good principles, you'll lose it. And we see this all the time. We see it with people who, they were rock stars and then they blew all their money, and then later on in life they're trying to still make money singing or whatever. And if you do happen to be somebody who doesn't lose it, in some rare cases, it's just eventually going to go to waste, because it talks about in the Bible how a good man who has a good name, his riches stay, and a man who is wicked, his name rots. So oftentimes the wealth, even if you are able to pass something on when you die, it goes to other people because of the way you have lived. And so right living is the biggest thing you want. I'm not saying I have it all together and I'm not perfect, but I do want to encourage people to think about how you live. And the biggest way to do that is, obviously, it's Christmas, so I'm going to talk about Christ. And Christ is the person that Christmas is about, and we're to be in love with him. And that is what it's about. And as a little girl, I fell in love with Christ. I'm just getting some water here, because I'm like, I've got a little sore throat on Christmas. So I had a great aunt who showed me pictures of Jesus after Sunday, after church, and I fell in love with him. He could walk on water. He was powerful to me, so I fell in love with him. So your lifestyle wants to be built on the rock, on Christ. After that, there's a lot of principles about living. There's principles about marriage. There's principles about raising your kids, how family is supposed to be the bedrock of society. We see family just, falling apart nowadays. I talked to somebody yesterday and she's like, this is the year of divorce. Everybody's divorcing. So the family, and then your skills with your homemaking, there's no point of, making money basically and then just tossing it out the door. There's no point of having a home if you can't build it in a way that, God is there. God is glorified. So, and then you want to continue educating yourself. And as you do this and you're built on the right foundation, money usually comes. And so for me, I think it's a long process. I think it does not come easy. And I think for me, like, I gave most of my time to my family. And I actually was willing to sacrifice, career, hairdressing school. Somebody mentioned to me yesterday when I was getting my nails done, if I want to take 16 hours of cosmetology again, I can get my license. And they need help over there. So I put my career on hold to have kids, and that is what's going to help you later on too. When you have those kids, you're close to them. You can kind of lean on your kids a little bit. So when you put your career first, you're leaning on money that's really insecure. And then basically, as you keep learning and keep learning about other principles in life, whether it's business or whether it's job skills, which I have a ton of job skills because I've worked at like 70 jobs. I have tons of skills that I picked up, or whether it's your upbringing, your passion in life, plan it. So for me, in this year of 2023, my money and time is money, is going into the kingdom of God. And that's how you're rich. And the reason why is if you are full of good works, you're actually storing up, not only in heaven, riches, but you're storing up in this life. And I can't think of it right now. I didn't take the time to look it up. But when we are merciful to others and we are good to others, it's almost like a safety gate. It helps. It's a safety net. It helps you to even go further in life by being very good to other people. So that's what I got. And this is my idea in an economy of thoughts and ideas that we're living in, more information than ever in this day and age than years ago. It's not so much the hard work that's going to get you somewhere, but it's principles. So when you plan your year, plan in what you're going to do this year for good works. And I know a lot of my good works are not only standing up for children this year in the pro-life movement, standing up for those who have no voice, but the children that are here, helping to look out for them and to take care of them, as well as more self-care, more of a spiritual life, more prayer, more knowing Jesus, my health, looking at the next five years and thinking what am I going to do to preserve my health, and then saving money. And I think for me, it's actually easier for me to save money by not working, because when I work, I just get so busy that even though you can put a chunk in, it's easy to also have more expenses. So slow and steady is the way. And that's what I'm looking for 2022. And there is no guarantee you have a breath tomorrow. So get those good works in your life and store them up in the kingdom of God, where neither moth nor rust, nothing can destroy those good works. Okay, thanks guys for joining me.